Night. I'm Scott Beadle. Two men were killed early this morning in a two-vehicle crash in Wynn Parish. Troopers say there was a head-on collision between a car and an 18-wheel loaded log truck. The driver of that car was 26-year-old David Lenzicum of Grayson, who was killed, as well as a passenger, 22-year-old Logan Franklin of Alla. Troopers say Lenzicum lost control and veered into the path of the big rig on Highway 124 near the Wynn-LaSalle line. Sheriff Stephen McCain of the Grand Parish Sheriff's Office held a meeting this morning to announce a new program being offered by the Sheriff's Office. It's called STOPS, a teen driver safety program aimed at preventing risky driving behaviors and being a resource for parents and their teen drivers. The program stems from the latest national stats, which show a large increase in teen driver-related fatal accidents.
It stands for Sheriffs Together with Our Parents and Students. And it takes about 60 seconds to sign up. When a deputy sees these stickers, they're going to know that you're enrolled or registered with our program. And if the deputy stops your car and you're registered with our program, you're going to get a phone call. It may be at 10 o'clock in the morning or it may be at 10 o'clock at night, and say, hey, I know that you're registered with our program, and I just stopped Johnny, and here's what Johnny was doing.
Parents of teen drivers can go online to register the vehicle they'll be driving. It gives parents the opportunity to have a conversation with the deputy about safe driving habits and notify the parent if that teen has been pulled over. You can visit grantso.org to find out more and to register. A Georgetown woman is sentenced to 2 years in federal prison for counterfeiting $20 bills. 20-year-old Gina Armstrong pleaded guilty in June to making those fake bills. Nonprofit officials met this morning to learn how to deal with the news media. United Way sponsored this forum, which includes suggestions from the 2 local TV stations and from the Town Talk. Those on the forum provided information on how to promote their organizations and just what to offer the news media when they contact them. They learned about deadlines, accessibility, stories the media seek out, and how best to get their messages to the community at large. Those on the forum included Jim Smiley, Al Quarterman, and Bab Zimmerman. LSUA is experiencing the largest enrollment in school history for the fall semester. A record 3,378 students are enrolled at the university. That is a 3% increase from the previous fall semester. The school set another record for the largest freshman class with 472. More than $10 million in bids and let for road and bridge projects in central Louisiana. That includes $2.5 million in the city of Alexandria for street improvements. Well, it's been another hot day across central Louisiana. Let's get the latest on our forecast now from meteorologist Kim Walker.
Not only was it a hot day, it has been a muggy day. The humidity has been increasing in the last 24 hours. By tomorrow, we'll start off with temperature readings around 65 degrees, and because of the humidity, we are going to start off with some patchy fog and some mist as well. But then by noon, mostly sunny skies, 81 degrees, so it's going to be just quite gorgeous out there at your lunch hour. Temperature readings will be much like this afternoon with a high around 90 degrees, and then we drop back down to around 88 degrees by 5 o'clock. It looks like our rain chances will start to increase this weekend. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Kim. Thousands of Sonic drive-in crew members from across the country will be put to the test with a series of trainings, quizzes, and challenging team and individual competitions at the beginning of October. Senla's very own Sonic Drive-In, located on Monroe Highway in Pineville, has been selected in the top 12 to compete in the Dr. Pepper Games. It's their 5th time. 6 team members and a manager will get a chance to go to Denver, Colorado to bring back home the title and some prizes.
So it's like a paid vacation for them. And like I said, they deserve it because it's a lot of hard work to go from approximately 3,000 stores down to 12. It's a fine line to making it. So, but it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work, and everybody says you're going to win the medal again. It's like, we're just going to do our best because there's no guarantees. You know, it's just so hard to make it there. No matter what happens, we feel we've won.
The Sonic crew has been training and perfecting their crafts all year. They'll depart from Pineville on September 30th and be gone for 2 weeks. The city of Pineville has been very supportive of the crew members, and they are hoping they once again bring home gold medals. Well, if you like to bike for fun, fitness, or to compete, there's an event coming up that you might enjoy. The Kent Plantation House Le Tour de Bayou fundraiser is back for a 6th year.
There's 5 different events. The longest one is 101 miles down to 10 miles. There's time to register still. We are doing late registration all the way up to the time that the event starts. The main thrust of this event is to get out there and exercise and just to have fun. It's a community event.
The Le Tour de Bayou is this Saturday at 6 a.m. You can register online at bikereg.com. Well, yesterday, Louisiana took its first step toward increasing the number of students in STEM.
Well, really under Senator Hewitt, who is a mechanical engineer by profession, and she's also a senator, began to ask, why is it that we're not getting the types of people ready for the jobs that the state has? And she began to look at it and recognize the pipeline all the way from K through 12 through college was not sufficient to meet the demand. So she felt a group such as this would help.
The legislature created the LA Technology, Engineering, and Math Advisory Council and asked them to deliver a report in January on ways to get more students, especially young women, involved in STEM classes. Pruning is an important part of plant care. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill describes how to prune knockout roses for profuse, bright-colored blooms in the fall.
I'm here at La House on the grounds on the Baton Rouge campus here, and I'm looking at some wonderful double knockout roses. Now, these can get very large. I'm about 5'8", and you can see these are well on their way to 6 feet. When growing any kind of rose, but particularly large, vigorous roses like the knockout roses, you need to decide the size you want them to be based on how you're using them in the landscape. Around about this time of the year, you'll notice that the rose flowers that you get on most of your repeat flowering roses are smaller, the color isn't as good, and this is mostly due to the stress of our long hot summer period. But we have a really outstanding rose flowering period that's going to occur in the fall in October, November, and early December. And this is a great time of the year to trim back your roses, to control their size and encourage vigorous growth and prepare them for that great fall blooming period. Now again, you need to decide what you're growing the roses for to decide about how far back you want to cut them. These are nice large roses growing in a hedge, and we're only going to reduce them by about 1/3 of their height. You can use some tools in doing that. Hand pruners are really good to use, and the hand pruners can be used to snip the branches about the size of your fingers. Notice I'm wearing these nice heavy leather gloves. This is to protect my hands from the thorns that these roses have. For larger growing canes down lower, you want to use something like these loppers. They're going to be great for the larger canes if you need to cut a bit lower down. So let me go ahead and tackle this and show you how this rose is going to look after I finish pruning it. So there you have it. I've taken the bush back by about 1/3, and these flowers I've cut off, don't worry, put them in a beautiful vase inside and you can enjoy them there. Also, don't forget you can fertilize at this point for a glorious blooming season this fall. We'll cut our roses back again in our landscapes in the late winter, early spring, about late January, early February. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit the LSU Ag Center website at lsuagcenter.com and click on the Lawn and Garden button.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It was dry today, and with all that sunshine, we did warm up to around 90 degrees. So we're going to continue that trend into the weekend and also into next week. But with clear conditions tonight and light winds, that will allow for patchy fog to develop. So we're going to start off with some fog in the morning and then giving way to a lot of sunshine and a lot of warm air. And then as we head toward the weekend, there will be some sunshine, but we do have chances of afternoon thunderstorms, especially with all the heat heat and humidity, and then turning hot by early next week. Right now it's 85 degrees, so not too bad, very manageable. In Alexandria and Leesville, it's 84 degrees. Lake Charles, we're registering in at 83 degrees, but it is muggy out there. Our dew points have been rising. Anything above 60 degrees is considered muggy, and that's what we're seeing right now. 65 is our current dew point, and we are going to see those muggy conditions continue for a while. It's going to be sunny and warm once again tomorrow, but with south winds returning, that will bring all the humidity from the Gulf of Mexico northward and the warm air as well. So temperatures will be a tad warmer this weekend, and it's going to get pretty hot by next week. It looks like the rain chances will be a little bit more to our south and our east, and so we're going to stay dry for at least another day. Tonight, temperatures will drop down to around 65 degrees in Alexandria. In Boise, 64 degrees. It will be clear, but again, patchy fog will be developing, especially with those light winds in place. Southeast winds tomorrow, just very light, about 5 miles per hour. It will be mostly sunny through the afternoon, and it will be muggy. Highs will be around 90 degrees, so it's going to be pretty hot out there. And as we make our way into the weekend, we do have chances of rain. A little bit more cloud cover on Saturday, so temperatures around 89 degrees, but then we bounce right back to around 91 degrees as we end the weekend. And then into early next week, we'll be in the low 90s for the most part, and with the humidity, it's going to feel more like 95 to 100 degrees. It's going to be mostly sunny on your Monday, maybe a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm or two, and then we're going to stay with partly sunny skies on Tuesday and Wednesday. And we have another system that will try to make its way to our area, but I think it'll just miss us a little bit, but temperatures will drop down just a tad as we end the week with highs around 89 degrees, partly sunny skies for your Thursday. Scott.
All right, thanks, Kim. Cancer, it is a word that has struck fear into countless hearts over the years. So just how is America's war on cancer going? With more, here's Lana Zach.
Waiting by the phone for a call from your doctor with test results, the worst case scenario on many of our minds is often cancer. But today, some good news about this disease that has touched the lives of virtually every American. In our collective fight against cancer, we're winning more battles than you may think. A new report from the American Association of Cancer Research shows that cancer death rates have decreased by 25% since 1991. That's 2.1 million lives saved and many more to come. And while the absolute number of cancer patients is projected to rise, it's due in large part to our aging population. More people may have cancer, but it's not necessarily a death sentence. So who can we thank? Apart from researchers, it seems our lawmakers are doing something right. Public policies against smoking are proving effective against lung cancer, cutting cigarette consumption nearly in half. And while the war isn't over yet, this report demonstrates that we are winning more battles, and for every life saved, that is a victory. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lana Zach.
Thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Randy Wiggins, State Farm agent.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
this is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there.
He did it, and I know where the proof is. It's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones, weekends.
Watch Bones, weekends on KLAX ABC 31.